The benefit of being confident. You don't have to, but you know that you can. That's why I don't do moonsaults.
But you could.
Don't have to, but I could.
We need to talk about how you won this thing.
Do we?
You pretty much Ricky Saints.
That was one of the grossest things I've seen, and I was the one that did it.
What does it mean to be the champion of all of North America?
It means a lot to me. NXT Champion is the champion of the Performance Center. Ethan Page is the champion of 3 countries.
Hard to disagree.
Do I make a good point?
What a first year you've had.
Yeah. So many things checked off, and then things that I never thought would ever happen, happened.
And you share a segment with The Rock.
Doing anything with him was always the dream.
Could you ever be a babyface?
That's an interesting question.
All right, welcome to this live episode of Insight with special guest Ethan Page, who I go way back with. I've known him for years, and it's been so fun watching his career just take off. He was the perfect guest for this live episode in Los Angeles to kick off Money in the Bank weekend. Like, there's points here where he's like cutting promos on people in the audience. Amazing. You're gonna have a blast watching this. And if you enjoy this, you don't wanna miss our next live show. It's happening in New York City the day before SummerSlam, Friday, August 1st. Grab your tickets at cvvtix.com, cvvtix.com. There's also a limited number of VIP tickets left, which include a Q&A before the show and a meet and greet after the show. So cvvtix.com, and I will see you in New York City for that.
Do you mind if I get comfortable? Is that okay?
Please, get comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, these pants are tight and this jacket is hot. I'm gonna get... Sir, this is a very small room. I know exactly who said that.
Wait a sec, what's going on here? That guy is very excited to see you. Wow. You comfortable now?
Not yet. I'm actually more uncomfortable than I was before this started. You could thank those 2 gentlemen right there.
I feel like you're getting ready to fight here.
No, I'm just, look, yeah, I got my chest meat out, but then you got your little microphone here. I'm trying to get comfortable. Give me a second, Chris.
Okay, rolling up the sleeves. All right. So that was the entrance attire that you had.
No, this is what you get after a 19-hour workday.
Don't worry, you got another hour and a half.
Oh, I know, and I'm excited for this.
Man, it is so good to see you.
Yes, especially holding a championship.
Every time
Hold on.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it.
No. I'm going to talk now, Chris. Hold on, because this is our 5th time doing this.
Yeah.
I'm going to put in a formal request that I only do these in front of fans forever.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. You guys be down for that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You do deserve it, man.
I know.
Congratulations. I know that you don't like to let people touch the championship.
Correct. Thank you for following me on social media.
But we go way back. I've known you, like, we're both Ontario guys. We're both Canadian. We go way back. So
I heard your intro.
Could I ask for a favor?
Sure.
Could I hold the championship?
What about the VIPs later?
Sir, I'm the one with the microphone. Shut up. Do you guys think I should let him? This is very bizarre because I'm not letting anyone else do this, but you want Chris to do this?
It's my show.
Okay, hold on. This is my 5th interview. Chris has given me exposure and helped my career in many ways. And to thank him, I will allow him. I'm going to need your guys' help for this. I'm going to allow him to hold it for 10 seconds. Now, chill before you just... Don't get too eager. Because the fate is now in the fans' hands. They're going to count down the 10 seconds. You can make it go as fast as you want or as slow as you want, but just remember it's cutting into your interview time, and you guys paid to be here. So, by all means, the second this touches your hands, you've got till the count of 10.
Einstein said time is relative.
You're accounting. You decide.
Give me a.
I will start 10.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, this is my boyhood dream.
Thank you. That was incredible.
You're welcome. Wow. That was a very fair count.
Very fair count, so thank you.
That was very fair.
We need to talk about how you won this thing.
Do we?
Because you pretty much murdered Ricky Saints.
Haven't been arrested.
The chair broke. I think
Yeah.
His trachea might have broke.
You feel? How do you think he feels?
How does he feel?
Well, he hasn't been back to work, so, I mean, there's a good and bad in that, depending on who you're asking. For me, I think it's good. I would like to just add it to the list of terrible things I've done to human beings at work and gotten away with it.
It was out of nowhere, too. Like, you just kind of snatched him and grabbed him and boom.
Yeah, let's not say out of nowhere. I'm not trying to get any trouble with
Fair
somebody
enough.
that does that at my work. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Relax.
You did it with no preparation. That's what I mean.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely zero. Yeah, that was one of the grossest things I've seen, and I was the one that did it.
The chair was just in smithereens.
Yes.
I feel like you've kicked into another gear over the last maybe 6-ish, 9-ish months.
Yeah, I mean, definitely 12. This has been the last craziest 12 months of my life. Yeah, hands down.
Where did this mean streak come from?
Ooh, I mean, a part of me that I've known has been there my whole life, and then Shawn Michaels pulling it out of me. Yeah.
What did Shawn Michaels pull out of you?
I don't know, maybe he just sees a little of his crazy ass in mine, and he's just like, hey, let's be some pricks together.
Yeah, could you ever be a babyface?
That's an interesting question. It would take a lot in me to be nice to strangers, yeah. At this stage in my career, with the amount of things that I feel like fans expect from me, I don't know if I would ever like to be nice back.
I mean, you're not really that nice. So
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, true.
Depends who you ask.
So to bring that out of you would feel like it would take a lot.
Maybe, or the right amount of money.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what this is all about?
I mean, listen, people could lie to you in their interviews and say it's about other things, but it's not.
Just money.
Always about the money, 100%. No, look, I'm a nice dude sometimes. I definitely have it in me, but now is definitely not the time. I feel like I'm in the best groove I've ever been in as a professional wrestler, in the ring, out of the ring, on the microphone, doing things like this. Yeah, thank you. You can clap. You may all join him. Yes, thank you. Yes. So no, I'm not trying to change anything up right now. I think we're onto something here.
What does it mean to be the champion of all of North America?
What an interesting question. Well, it means a lot to me. And the more I think about it, I think it should mean a lot more to NXT. Who laughed? No, it's okay, actually. I want to talk to you specifically. There was a moment in my NXT career where I was challenging Tony D for the North American Championship, and I told him in the locker room that this championship was beneath me. And now I'm sitting here holding this same championship, and I wanted to address that. After some time and thinking and using my logical brain in professional wrestling, which usually doesn't work out, I came to the conclusion that the North American Championship is actually the most prestigious championship in NXT. Yeah, I mean, Obafemi, current NXT champion. In description, he's the champion of NXT, which its home base is in Orlando at the Performance Center, so Obafemi is the champion of the Performance Center. Ethan Page is the champion of 3 entire countries. Now, hold on. No, don't clap yet. It's about to get even more dangerous for me because I don't know when to shut up. Meaning that this championship is also higher than the United States Championship. So I wanted to actually thank Jacob Fatu for doing such a great job representing the U.S. as his superior, because born in Canada, made in America, and tomorrow we'll be beating some Mexican luchadors. I am the greatest North American to ever hold the North American Championship, and this is truly the championship in NXT. Prove me wrong. Wow. I mean, please logically prove me wrong. I'm happy to put the world title above me, even the Intercontinental. Okay. It's more countries.
That makes sense, sure.
Not the US and NXT Championship, though. Hell no.
Can you point to Hamilton, Ontario on there?
Yeah.
I see it. I see it. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right down there. Yeah, you know where that. That's right. I might also be pointing at Niagara or Toronto, but it's in there. Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Towns are on there.
Close.
Yeah. Right by Lake Ontario.
Is this your way of avoiding agreeing with me, by the way?
I mean, it's hard to disagree. You raise a lot of valid.
Do I make a good point? Yeah. Okay, perfect. It'll be worth it when I get power bombed back at the Performance Center.
Maybe you could be the NXT champion again.
I did pin Obafemi in the Iron Survivor. I don't think anyone's been able to do that since.
More logic.
That's what. Well, yeah, relax with the logic, okay? It doesn't really work out in wrestling.
Let's walk this back to you arriving in WWE.
Okay.
How did that whole thing come together, and how quickly did it move?
Very quickly, within like a week or two. I just ended up getting a phone call. This story might already be out there, but I was in between events. I was flying from Winnipeg. I had to go to Detroit and then drive from Detroit to Ohio for Revolver Wrestling. And in between my connections, WWE had called and offered me a job. And I did not think the call was real. The first call happened. They hung up, and I was like, yep, that was a crank call. Then the second call came, and I was like, whoa, wait, this is real? And they're like, yes, we would like to offer you a contract. I was like, very nice.
What a first year you've had.
Yeah. So many things checked off like a bucket list, just personal stuff, and then things that I never thought would ever happen, happened, and more and more and more. And now my goals have just, turned into even bigger things than they were before.
This episode is brought to you by ZocDoc. When was the last time you needed to go to the doctor, but you just pushed it off? You made the excuse, I'm too busy, it'll heal itself, I'll just walk it off. I think we've all been there, because making a doctor appointment can feel so daunting. But thanks to ZocDoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click instantly to book an appointment. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can also score same-day appointments. I use this, and you should too. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/insight to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/insight, ZocDoc.com/insight.
Did you ever think that this would happen? Did you ever think that WWE was going to happen?
Yeah.
You are Ethan Page.
From day one.
Day one.
I've been saying it in any ignorant interview that I did as a young man. I definitely verbalized that I was going to, and not that I wanted to, that I was going to end up in the WWE.
And what made you so sure of that?
I don't know. I just knew. Okay, you can laugh all you want. I just recently... Has anyone watched my vlogs before on YouTube? Okay.
Hey, and congrats on 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, you just wanted me to shout you out. This man helped make it happen, okay? Thank him.
You were so close.
I was.
You were like 98,500. I said,
You pushed me over the edge,
I
Chris.
said, I bet we can make this happen this weekend.
Yes. You know what? As famous as he is, he still does charity work.
Likewise, you're sitting here on stage with me.
That's right. Two Canadians trying to out-Canadian each other. See? I could be a babyface. Screw you.
Sorry about that.
What were we talking about?
You were talking about how you just believed this. It was going to happen no matter what.
Yeah, I knew. Sorry, I asked about the vlog. So I documented everything and anything. I sent you this clip, actually. We'll wait to air it years down the line, probably at my Hall of Fame speech. But it was literally a clip of me finding out that the WWE had turned down jumping from TNA to them, and my contract in TNA was ending. And it was like a video to myself of like, hey, you're screwed, buddy. They just said no. You better hope you end up getting hired by somebody else. But I was telling myself, like, hey, your dream is not dead. They said no, and they also said don't reach out anymore. But guess who's holding the championship in WWE right now? All ego eat the page. So it was cool. I remember sending you the clip just because you've known me for so long and you've been a part of the journey. So yeah, I knew you could at least relate to it. So yeah, I've known even when they were telling me no, I knew they were wrong.
And not only did you get signed by WWE, you're NXT champion within 40 days.
Yeah, so let's just add to that stat as well. Magically, because of how amazing I am, I won both singles championships in less than 365 days.
Wow.
It was 364, but still less than a year, baby.
Yeah, what a year.
Yeah.
What an amazing year.
Oh, yeah.
So you win the championship, and you debut of NXT on the CW.
Main event.
Main event.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to talk about what happened in that match.
Oh, no. We don't.
But afterwards, I mean, you shared the ring with CM Punk the whole match.
That is what I don't want to talk about. What is this? Hey, let's not talk about you losing the belt. Let's talk about the referee giving you his finisher. Oh, by the way, let's also talk about how that was the last thing people saw on the episode is confetti falling in my stupid face after CM Punk knocked me out in the middle of the ring. You know what? There was some joy that I got out of it. It was the fact that Trick Williams won the championship, but the last thing people saw was my stupid face.
It was your moment.
Yeah, sure was. Let's talk about something better, please.
I remember seeing you years ago at an AIW show.
Okay.
In Cleveland. Shout out to AIW.
That's right.
Oh, wow. I got some AIW fans.
Were you from Cleveland?
They know they're indie wrestling.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
All right.
And I just interviewed The Rock for, I don't know, maybe it was the third time at that point in time. I've interviewed The Rock 10 times now, but who's counting, right? You can't boo me.
I'm counting, by the way. Who's counting? Me.
And you were like, oh, man, look at you just always hanging out with The Rock. Like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
Then you share a segment backstage with The Rock in NXT.
Talk about my boy, the final boss.
Talking about...
Oh, listen, you can boo Chris. It might hurt his feelings. It ain't going to hurt mine. I would boo me, too.
They're booing the final boss.
Oh, wait, what? No, you can't boo him. What exactly are we booing here?
They called him a bald fraud.
What?
Wow.
Why?
He's your boss. You can't say me.
He's your friend.
I wish.
What, dude? You just went. Rah! Dwayne. My man, I would never, even in a room full of people trying to bury you, turn my back on the final boss. This man just talked about how many interviews he had with you. Clearly a close personal friend. Why would you ever let a man interview you that many times? Might have been a mistake. We could talk about that later. Yeah. But I would never turn my back on you. Chris, I'm disgusted.
Wait a second. You think The Rock's my friend? Did he tell you that?
I thought that's why they booed, is because you talked about how many times you interviewed him. You guys are so tight. They were jealous, so they were like, boo!
Like, when you did that segment with him, did he mention me?
Not that day, no.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead, ask me. Ask me whatever you would like.
What a moment, though. You talk about doing something with The Rock. You talk about meeting The Rock for so many years.
Yeah.
Then you're in a segment with The Rock on NXT.
I mean, to me, doing anything with him was always the dream. And I was very fortunate enough to be given the chance to pull him to the side and tell him what it meant to see something that I created on my own and envisioned my whole life would be on screen with my favorites, and to do it with my actual, like, the number one. And in the position that he's in and what he's been doing for the last couple of years, the amount of things that needed to fall into place for this to happen, pretty crazy. But I was very glad that I was able to express that to him and to get some one-on-one time. And then it just kept extending, and he gave me great advice, and he's turned me into an absolute menace because, I mean, when the person you look up to the most pretty much tells you to not hold back, yeah, you ain't going to hold back. I'm sorry, Ricky Saints, about your throat.
The Rock even being in NXT is like, that's unfathomable.
Yeah, I loved it. The whole experience was incredible. That was actually here, was it not? In LA. Very cool. It was a memory that I'll have forever.
Are you saying you make magic happen in LA?
Sometimes. I mean, at least that one time.
Sometimes, meaning one time. Yeah. How much of The Rock's inspiration do we see in a young Ethan Page?
Quite a bit, honestly. Mostly, I would say, just in the confidence to say and do whatever you feel like out there, like on a microphone or in front of an audience. He's someone that's completely comfortable in doing some ridiculous things or what he finds entertaining or what he finds funny. But he's always, I feel like, just at that perfect level of charisma, and I try to keep my same energy the same and give people their money's worth when I'm entertaining them.
How long do you think it took you to get really comfortable in the ring or on the mic?
Ooh, good question. In the ring? I mean, in the last 12 months. On the microphone, my entire life or career. It's just been like maybe a survival mechanism to have the gift of gab. And I was like, oh, I can do this with wrestling, I guess.
Like this was something you were doing like in high school? Like
talking trash?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's second nature to me. What? I don't play video games, you dork. Must have played Call of Duty. No, I have real friends. I was like, oh, hello, whatever your name is, account 69.
Playing sports?
I didn't play sports either.
It was wrestling or nothing. That's it.
Pretty much. Whatever got me to be the center of attention, that was essentially it. Stage acting, being in movies, wrestling, put me in the center and then drop the spotlight.
Are you the life of the party guy? So like if it was somebody else's birthday party and you arrive, are you the, hey, look at me?
Sometimes. But then there's other times where I care about the person and I'm like, it's their day, so I'll take a step back. But if I wanted to, I knew I could take it. And I think that's the benefit of being so confident. You don't have to, but you know that you can. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Could.
That's like why I don't do moonsaults.
But you could.
Don't have to, but I could.
450s?
Relax.
What's been the real pinch me moment over the last 12 months?
Ooh. Obvious one would be to be on screen with The Rock. But having Undertaker backstage very often, because they're filming like the LFG stuff and he's just constantly there, that is sometimes the most surreal. Mostly just because, just having a conversation with a wrestler of that status and the amount of, just for him to compliment me at all is a pinch me moment. So that, I won't get too much into it, but yeah, I've had a couple with him and those have all blown me away.
What did he say?
Come on, man. He's dead. I'm not going to speak ill of him.
How about just going into work and your boss is Shawn Michaels?
That's crazy, too. There are many days where I show up to work and I can't believe the cast of characters that I'm around. Yeah. I can't say enough good things about working for and with Shawn Michaels. I've never had that good of a relationship with anyone in that position in my career, so it blows my mind that I get along with one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Did you guys hit it off right away?
Seems like it. He's very good at faking it, I guess, if that's not the case. But no, we've been, I don't want to say the word cool because that's so we have a great working relationship. And it's only gotten better from day one until now. And after a year, I can say he's definitely helped me in ways that no one else has. And a lot of the coaching and people in the Performance Center have.
This year marks your 19th year in pro wrestling.
Oh.
No, that's a thing we should be cheering about.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're right. It is amazing that I'm still walking.
Did you get to a point where you're like, I've figured it out, and now you're learning so much more?
You know what's so crazy, and I'm going to regret saying this out loud in an interview. I said this to my wife last week, mostly in review of 12 months in the WWE. I was like, I think I figured out what wrestling was, but just this year. So, those 17 years of trial and error, I think I've just always been very good at entertaining, human beings. And it's a wrestling ring, a stage, video cameras, your buddies in the backyard, whatever. I'll always find a way to either get a laugh or, again, be the center of attention. So maybe that's how I was able to survive in professional wrestling and garner a fan base. But actually what our job is, I've honed in on that in the last 12 months, all because of the great coaching and the people that are in charge in WWE.
So what was it that made it click?
Terry Taylor and Shawn Michaels, if I'm being honest. Yeah, just constantly being able to chat with them and to kind of understand their thought process and their philosophies and what WWE tries to do.
So this is not the Ethan Page we saw before.
Oh, hell no.
Very well-dressed Ethan Page. Pants that are so tight, he's probably ripping them as he's sitting down right now.
Yeah. 4-way stretch, pal, okay?
Oh, I love the 4-way stretch.
Yeah. No, 100% no. And I don't know if I ever would have got to be this Ethan Page if it wasn't for the leadership and guidance and coaching.
You weren't wearing your glasses in promos before?
No. You can thank A-Train for that one. Him and Shawn Michaels. I was like, oh, no, I'm not.
Tensai?
Hold on. Yes. I'll never forget him telling me, no, man, you look sharp. And I'm looking up at this 7-foot bald giant. I'm like, you think so? I'm never taking them off. They've just made me so comfortable in being myself and, dressing for the position that I want. And I am in the position that I want.
The champion of North America.
That's right.
It's almost, this might get too deep, but it's almost like Clark Kent Superman, right?
Yeah, except I just wear the glasses in real. These are my real glasses, and when I take them off to wrestle, I'm blind, just punching people directly in the face. So, yeah, these are real.
What about contacts?
No, what? I'm not touching my eyeball.
I talked last time. I'm like, LASIK is the greatest thing that ever happened.
Hell no, dude. That is like a supervillain, like torture thing. Like, and you're like, yeah, I'll pay thousands of dollars for this. Just shoot me in the face with a laser.
So the LASIK doctor who did.
I know you're gonna try and convince me. The older I get, the more I like get farther away from saying yes to this.
LASIK, because I was living in South Florida at the time.
Yep. Here's a name drop. Everybody, pick up your feet. No. Please continue.
You guys ever heard of an up-and-coming actor? He's been in a few movies. Dwayne Johnson.
No. We're gonna pause this. I'm sorry I gave you a hard time. You guys can kiss my ass. Because I'm all for, you guys having fun booing the final boss. But now you're gonna boo Dwayne as well? I don't like.
Sorry.
There's some very bizarre behavior.
I set them up for that.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
So anyways, you guys go to the same eye doctor.
He's great.
Yeah.
Great. I can get you a recommendation.
I will be okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
It's out there.
Well,
Keep wrestling blind, then.
no.
Kidding.
He's telling me to keep doing what I'm doing because it's working.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't try and ruin our friendship like you ruined his with Dwayne, okay?
Gee.
Quick timeout from this episode, and a huge shout out to NordVPN for sponsoring this episode and for keeping me safe when I'm spending time online. Wi-Fi networks, especially free public Wi-Fi, can be compromised by criminals who are going in there and trying to steal your data. But that's not the case when you have NordVPN. And it's incredibly easy to use, whether it's on your phone, your laptop, your tablet, or whatever you're using to access the internet. And it is lightning fast. In fact, it is the fastest VPN on the planet. And one of the best things about NordVPN is you can change your virtual location with just one click, so you can access content that's not available where you live. For example, the OG WWE Network is still available if you change your virtual location to a place where it still does exist. Head to nordvpn.com/CVV to take advantage of this exclusive deal that's going on right now. Check out those prices, plus 4 extra months, and NordVPN has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you realize this isn't for you, no problem. They've got you covered. Go to nordvpn.com/CVV today.
ECW Arena. 2300 Arena.
Yeah. What a hole in the wall.
That's not untrue. You guys know the famous ECW sign, the mural that everybody takes the photo
Oh,
in front
God,
of?
this is so funny.
Do you know where it's located? The men's bathroom right next to the urinals.
Yeah. And the best part is that civilians and jobbers can sign their name on the wall. So then when the company says, oh, Ethan Page, can you please come go sign the wall? And I see Joe Schmo, I'm like, well, what the hell is this for? No? Oh, I guess it's just me that hates it. Okay. I'm sorry, what?
I didn't.
Actually, you know what? This guy can talk. He's in a Final Boss shirt. Get up here. Come here. Come here. This is my show now, Chris.
Okay, should I just leave?
Turn around so everyone can see your shirt.
What's the final boss?
Yeah, hell yeah. Now you know what it feels like to be me, just ugly. Go ahead. All right, what were you going to say?
I said you signed right underneath Chris.
Nice. He dissed you. But I would have been happy that Chris signed.
Very true.
I would.
All right, go sit down.
I would. Thank you. Thank you for joining us up here. I would never dare deface the ECW mural next to the urinals.
It's really in the bathroom.
Like, I did a double take. I was like, oh, it's right there.
Yes, and
Right there.
the crazy thing is, I'm just saying, scour social media. Lots of people have taken pictures in there. It's only in the men's bathroom. Only.
So what happened that night?
I was put through a table. This is not fun. Why do you keep say, oh, you had such a great year. I'm only going to talk about the shitty things.
Hey, you were in there with some legends, though.
Trick Williams?
Bubba Ray, Devon.
Yep, Devon brought that table out. What a jerk. Okay, I'll give you something positive out of this. And then I'll give you a little funny story, too. The positive is that I had one of the worst matches of my entire career on my 19th birthday, which is ironic because I turned 19 in America. Would have made me legal drinking age in Canada, but I decided to go have a bad match in the ECW arena instead. That match haunted me my entire life.
But 19 years old, wrestling in the ECW arena.
I know my parents are awful. So I have spent many years in that hole in the wall of a building. So to get to redeem myself and to go back there with the WWE was very cool. Very, very cool. And a little backstory. I ended up winning that match even though I was dealing with an infection that day. And my entire body broke out into hives. And we had to get that under control before the match. So yeah, I'm pretty much the most hardcore guy that's ever wrestled in the ECW arena. Just saying. Just saying. Your little cuts on your forehead, don't give a crap. My whole body sucked that day.
I feel like you were going to say like you had an allergic reaction to the building.
No. But honestly, that might have been where it came from because we couldn't figure it out.
So when you're wrestling at 19, were you Julian Logan?
No, I think I was Ethan Page. Motion picture Ethan Page.
Who was Julian Logan?
That was my backyard wrestler. And then ended up becoming a general manager for like a local independent. Then, oh, this is great. I ended up becoming the commentator because they had no one to film the shows. And by commentator, I just filmed the show and said whatever I felt like saying. And that's the audio that they were stuck with because that was the only camera that they had. So, I ended up working my way into independent wrestling without actually being trained because I was just that annoying.
Hey, it's worked.
Oh, I know. I'm doing so much better than everyone else from that promotion. It's true, though.
Can you believe we're living in a timeline where WWE has this working relationship with TNA?
No, I didn't want to live in that timeline. Go ahead. I talk about me going back because I didn't want to.
You made your return to TNA.
Yeah. Okay. So it was actually very nice to go back because I always wanted Impact Wrestling while I was there for the 3 years to just be TNA. I was always a fan of TNA. I was always talking about TNA. I've always loved TNA. And I never, ever got to wrestle for TNA. Longest reigning Impact Tag Team Champion in company history. No one's ever going to break that streak, ever. So that's obviously amazing. But it was during Impact. So to get to go back, wrestle in a TNA ring as a WWE superstar and challenge for the TNA World Championship in the main event of a pay-per-view, pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about that. So it was very nice to go back. And too, it was very nice to see a lot of the staff there and some of the wrestlers that are still there from my time period there. And it was nice. It was nice to catch up with everyone and talk about old times and yeah.
And you wrestled for the TNA World Championship.
That's right. Didn't win.
What was it like working with Joe Hendry? I hear that if you say his name, he appears.
No, you just got me tonight. Sorry. It was Interesting. What's with everyone wanting to sing songs all of a sudden? What happened to just being a wrestler? Now everyone's got to rap or sing.
It's a good point.
It is a good point.
Yeah. Or yeet.
What is a yeet exactly? That wasn't you that said that?
What is a yeet?
No?
But
Who's the guy behind you?
They're singing entrance themes now.
It's huge. Everyone.
Yeah.
Even me, they hate me, but they still want to say, ego. See?
That is such a catchy entrance theme.
I know. Very strategic of me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it took 7 iterations of the song before I was like, all right, we got it.
You just wanted something that it'd be stuck in someone's head when they leave?
I don't know. To me, it's the first thing you kind of hear and see. And every big wrestler, the second their music started, you know exactly who it is and you know exactly what you're in for. And I'm hoping after a year of everyone hearing that song, they know exactly who I am and exactly what they're in for.
They all know your song here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It is.
Yeah, everyone's talking trash about that Def Rebel guy, but he did all right.
Ego. It's stuck in my head now.
Yeah, that's right. No one else did that. Just you, Def. Even though you can hear.
What a dad.
Ah, that guy loved it, but a little too late. Did you catch that? Oh, well, that was awesome. He's like, I got it.
What a dad joke.
Thank you. Oh, I have 2 kids.
You got any good dad jokes?
I just gave you one. You're so needy.
Give me one that you tell the kids.
I don't tell anyone any jokes. I'm just a reactional comedian. You put me in a scenario, I'll figure a way to make it funny, even if you don't want it to be funny.
You turn it into puns? Puns are good?
Yeah, the wordplay is always good. It always has to be kind of safe, though, you know? And a little corny enough to make people feel uncomfortable with laughing, but funny enough that they have to laugh, and they're like, damn it, he got me. That's a dad joke.
My wife rolls her eyes every time that I say the time 2:30.
What?
It's a dentist's favorite time. 2:30. 2:30. I feel like you guys don't get that joke. You'd be laughing if you got the joke. But that was a bucket list moment, telling a joke on the stage here at the Improv. Wow.
Did you at least say that joke when you interviewed Kane?
He's a dentist.
Isaac Yankum? Oh!
Yeah,
Oh, you just got it? No, this guy's slow, dude. There's a 20-second delay. Hey, update your bandwidth, buddy. This guy's on dial-up.
You've got some history with Cody Rhodes. People might not know this. You were tag team champions with him.
Correct. In my own promotion.
You booked it.
Damn right. Yeah, 2 stars. That was our name.
Was it because you guys together were 2 stars?
Some might believe. Or it's what everyone rated our matches. You decide.
So there's some history there.
Yes. Not bad history, though.
No, but-
Good history.
You know each other well?
Yes, we do. And I'm very happy to see his success, even though he turned down selling his soul to the final boss. But we all make mistakes. Right, Chris?
I sold my soul to the final boss?
No, you literally denounced your friendship. Oh, my
I
God.
didn't. I just couldn't believe we're friends.
All right, that's fair
Friends
enough.
with The Rock?
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Are we done with Cody, though?
You tell me.
I'm trying to keep that relationship good, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
It's good.
Yeah.
Your SmackDown debut.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
That was pretty cool.
That's right. SmackDown guy. Twice. One time, stood in the crowd, got an ID. Very cool. Second time.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Psh, watch the product, you dick. I think they came to Orlando. And I got a last second call, to sit in the crowd. It was very nice. But to actually perform on SmackDown, yeah, that was last week or the week before. And I was on commentary, that caught me off guard. I was very happy that many people got to hear my voice for that long.
Yeah, they just let you run your mouth.
Oh, they sure did. They sure did. And I'm happy that they did. And if you would like to keep letting me, Triple H, I would love it. No? You let me run my mouth. I've been doing it for the last 45 minutes.
I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Thank you.
It's been amazing.
And I hope I can keep doing it on SmackDown or Raw. And NXT. Still love NXT, guys. I'm the North American Champion.
Throw out some dream matches. There's lots of people in WWE you still haven't worked with yet. Who are a few of them?
Randy Orton. I would be stupid not to say John Cena. I mean, you could release this interview as long as you release it within the next 6 months. I can say John Cena. I know we're buddies. If the final boss has any more matches in him, I would like to be his final test.
He's got to have a few more matches.
At least.
At least.
Right. So put me on the list.
Those are 3 big ones.
Oh, I have to stop at 3?
Oh,
No. You're right. I'll
Keep
stop at
going.
4. CM Punk, I owe you a receipt. Actually, probably a couple, but we'll just talk about the one where you need me in the face and cost me my championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus, I think I would just love to talk trash about him. Like 4 inches from his face. And just mean every single word that I say on live television while millions of people watch. That would excite me.
Talk to him right in that camera right there.
Well, that's what I was doing at this one.
I'm on this shot, too.
I saw the red light. Oh, wait, where's my side shot? Where's my solo angle?
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
You got the glasses on.
Yeah, they're not really working. And give me your doctor's number. Hey, listen, CM Punk. I'm going to kick your ass when I get my eyes fixed.
But I'm going to wrap it up with a question you know that I ask at the end of every interview.
Yes.
Because gratitude is such a huge part of my life. Ethan Page,
Yes.
what are 3 things that you're grateful for?
I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for my family. And I am, after 12 months, very grateful for the professional wrestler that the WWE has made me become.
I love that. Amazing. Ethan Page, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.